If you're thinking about moving to Austin, you're probably doing a bunch of research and Hutto has popped up on your radar. By the way, you can just say Hutto. You don't have to say Hutto. A lot of people I talk to are like, I don't want to live in Hutto. Anyway, today I'm going to share 10 things you probably don't know about Hutto and stick around to the end for the best one of all, in my opinion. Hi, I'm Tiffany Moore. I'm a local realtor right here in Austin, Texas. I help folks from all over the world buy and sell homes here. If that's something that you're interested in, reach out to me. My contact info is below. Number 1, Hutto is Austin's fastest growing suburb. It has undergone a huge transformation over the past decade from a sleepy rural Texas farm town of like 1,200 residents to Austin's fastest growing suburb with a population of over 32,000 people. It also draws in a large crowd of millennials. It was named the 2017 Best Suburb for Millennials in the Austin metro area by niche.com. Some of the reasons for this are its proximity to Austin, its fun, quirky vibe, quality of life, all the things like that. Number 2, it's got the co-op district. So speaking of growth, one of the biggest examples in Hutto is its downtown co-op district. The co-op is home to a variety of vibrant restaurants, retail, office, entertainment, and multifamily spaces. It's a mixed-use walkable development on a 35-acre site where residents can live, work, and play. If you haven't seen my video about the domain, check that out. This is kind of a similar vibe, and we're going to see developments like this popping up all over the Austin area. The domain was kind of like the first and the biggest, but they're going to be popping up everywhere like Leander, Cedar Park, Hutto, Liberty Hill, all the things. So the co-op is still in development, but businesses have already signed up, and they include Southside Market and Barbecue, Cocina Jalisco Sports Bar and Grill, and Top Notch, plus the City Hall and Library are located here. So as Hutto grows, we are sure to see more and more developments. And I will say, this co-op area where Southside Market is located, this is like the central hub and all the activity that's happening in Hutto. And everything is around it. Like, you can't really drive through Hutto without going through this area. So it's in a really great location. It's going to be very convenient for wherever you're living in Hutto. Number 3, it's a super safe community. In fact, in 2020, Hutto was named the #1 safest city in Texas by the National Council of Home Safety and Security. People here feel very free to walk in the parks, go shopping, go out at night, and not worry about crime. 4, Hutto has a lot of outdoor activities. So there may not be a lot to do as far as nightlife goes, but there are a lot of things that you can do outdoors in Hutto. Hutto's Cottonwood Trail is a paved 3-mile path that runs from Fritz Park to Nadine Johnson Elementary School, passing through Creekside Park along the way. The trail is ideal for anyone who's looking for a wide pathway for jogging, biking, hiking, walking your dog, anything like that. The historical commercial district in downtown Hutto has beautifully restored 19th century buildings that are home to a church and a variety of locally owned restaurants and shops. Really fun to walk around and look at on a nice day. Kind of similar to what you would see in the square in Georgetown. If you go to Georgetown's downtown square, Hutto kind of has something similar. So there's also Hutto Lake Park, which is a 40-acre municipal park that includes picnic sites, a playground, basketball court, fishing pier, and boat launch dock. It also has 2 multi-use trails that total about 1.25 miles, and they have space for walking, jogging, biking, everything like that. There's a unique event held in Hutto every year. It's the annual Crawfish Festival. And no, we are not on the water, and there are no crawfish or crawdads harvested here. But every April, the Hutto Chamber of Commerce hosts the Crawfish Festival in downtown Hutto. So the festival includes attractions like live music, hamster balls, and plenty of crawfish. The Crawfish Festival is always a huge hit that brings food and fun for the whole family. And like I mentioned, we're not on the water. It's not like we're in Houston or anything, but crawfish and crawdad season is a big deal in Texas. Like, everyone's got their local purveyor. Everyone is having like crawfish boils and things like that. So if you're used to that, if you're kind of like from the bayou or used to having Cajun stuff like that, there is a really big like community here, especially when it's crawdad season. Number 5, the first person to live in Hutto was not called Mr. Hutto. The city of Hutto was named after James Emery Hutto, whose land the railroad passed through when Hutto was established in 1876. However, the first person to live in Hutto was not James Hutto, but a slave named Adam Orgain. In 1854, at only 17 years old, Adam Orgain was placed out alone on the Blackland Prairie not far from Cottonwood Creek in what is now Hutto to watch over the ranch of his master, John Henry Orgain. Adam eventually became a Hutto landowner and a smart businessman who later sold that land for 16 times what he paid for it. Does that sound familiar? That's kind of what's going on in the Austin market right now. Not as crazy as 16 times, but if you bought land like 20 years ago, you are making a pretty penny if you're thinking about selling it now. Many years after Adam died, a white marble-based family tombstone inscribed Orgain was found behind a small house in Hutto, which is now located in the Hutto Chamber of Commerce. So number 6, Hutto has a really nice golf course. It is not that common for a small town to have a fancy golf course, but Hutto has one. This one is called Star Ranch. So I am not a huge golfer. I'm going to try and get these details right, but here's all the information. It's an 18-hole golf course that features 7,017 yards of golf from the longest tees for a par of 71. The course rating is 73.8, and it has a slope rating of 131 on Bermuda grass. So the golf club at Star Ranch sits atop a hilltop overlooking the golf course. The club's 15,000 square foot clubhouse facility is a great place to relax with a meal or a cool beverage after you play all the rounds. Number 7, Hutto is a business magnet. Hutto's been named one of the top 100 places in major markets to locate your business by the Southern Business and Development. Recently, Hutto announced a new 188-acre industrial park that's coming here called the Hutto Mega Tech Center. This is going to be located just south of Highway 79. The master plan for the industrial park includes buildings ranging from 200,000 square feet to over 1 million square feet. And this is not the first one to come to Hutto. In October of 2017, they broke ground on Innovation Business Park and fully developed the park in 3 years. As Hutto continues to grow, more and more development of this kind can be expected, bringing jobs and more residents and opportunity to the area. Number 8, Hutto is a popular filming destination. So I did not expect this. I knew there were some studios going up in Bastrop, but I had no idea that anyone was filming in Hutto. So Hutto is just 22 miles northeast of Austin, and it is a great place for film location that needs a quaint, small Texas town vibe. Some of the movies filmed here include Blood Simple, The Rookie, Courage Under Fire, and From Dusk Till Dawn. Most recently, an HBO miniseries called Love and Death starring Nicole Kidman was filmed partly in Hutto, which will be released later this year. Number 9, Hutto has lots of residential options. You might think since Hutto is a smaller community, there aren't that many home options, or maybe it's just a lot of farmland. You would be totally wrong. There are so many options and several different price ranges, making it a really good choice for just about anyone looking to live in the suburban Austin area. There are new construction areas like Emery Crossing and Durango Farms, as well as older and more established neighborhoods like Caramel Creek and Hutto Highlands and Creekside Estates. Hutto's been growing by leaps and bounds. In fact, the first house that I ever sold was one of my dear friends and former coworkers back in my corporate world. This was a new construction home at Hutto. This was like 4 years ago. So at the time I was like, are y'all sure that you want to live out here? It's kind of like out here. There's not a whole lot going on. And over the years, Hutto has grown so much that now there are tons of neighborhoods, lots of things to do, shops, restaurants. They used to have to drive like 15, 20 minutes to the grocery stores, and now everything has kind of been filling in around them. So it's really close to the expansion that's been going on up in Round Rock, like the Kalahari Resort. It's close to the Round Rock Baseball Diamond. It's kind of like a more affordable Round Rock right now. And here's the best one of all. Number 10, Hutto is known for hippos. Yes, you heard me right. If you've been to Hutto or checked out the town online, you might notice there are concrete hippos like all over the town. There are actually more than 3,000 of these concrete hippos throughout the city. The hippo is the mascot of every school in Hutto, literally. And as a matter of fact, Hutto is the only high school in America with a hippo as its mascot. So how did Hutto become associated with the hippo? The reason for this is because of a local legend that in 1915, when a circus train stopped to fill up with water, a hippo escaped to Cottonwood Creek. The hippo did not want to leave, obviously, because it's amazing here, and the train was delayed until the handlers could get him out. The story of the escaped hippo was shared throughout town, and the Hutto hippo was born. Hutto is one of the suburbs around Austin that is a little bit slept on, but it's definitely somewhere to check out if you're thinking about moving to the Austin area. If you're exploring the side towns, check out the pros and cons of living in Round Rock next.